Want to use the microphone or?
I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
What? All right, my name is Aurelio Mattucci. I'm one of the council members in the city of Torrance. And I don't know. What do you guys want me to talk about? There's so much to talk about lately.
Yes, he is.
You could talk about your article in the Daily Breeze today.
Yeah.
Aurelio made the Daily Breeze.
Yeah.
What was that about?
What was that about?
Yeah, the article.
I believe it was about, I didn't actually read it yet. It's in my car.
I read it there.
Yeah, I didn't want to drive and read at the same time, but I'm assuming it had something to do with the phone call that I got from Nick Green, the writer, in regards to me
Propagandist.
Yeah.
explaining to him that I took I don't want to say a position, but I have a very strong opinion of what's going on with Black Lives Matter and Antifa, that they've been overrun by extremists within their own groups.
They were always extremists.
Yeah, they may very well have been, but I think there's a certain, section of their base that maybe had good intentions, but they just kind of went south. Actions speak louder than words. You can have all, the pretty flyers and everything else, but when you start doing the things that they've been doing, especially to, not just to us as a council, because I don't know if you've been following, we get harassed every week. And it's and the message gets diluted when you start cursing and cussing and personal attacks, and intimidation starts kicking in. When they start saying, "Well, we know where you live, Mattucci," that's intimidation, and to me that's
That's a
it's not the
threat.
American way. It's not the way I grew up in America. 1977, when we moved here from Italy. This was the land of the free, home of the brave, the place where you can actually speak up and not have to worry about repercussions. Same, the repercussions that my dad had to deal with for speaking up while he was in Italy. We were here for a reason. And I just don't recognize America anymore, quite honestly. Especially this last, few months. 2020, if you could go back and Control-Alt-Delete the year, I would. Because it's just been a mess. Our constitutional rights are being stripped away. I truly believe that. I think any opportunity for, I don't want to blame the left, because I don't think it's all the left. There's in my opinion, there's a globalist movement, okay, that is not just the left, it's infiltrated also on the right. If we think that, the left is bad and the right is good, don't believe that. Because there's people within our own party that have given up on the U.S. Constitution, they have given up on our personal freedoms, they have given up on America.
You're not right.
Yeah. And that's really what a few are going to be fighting for. Now, I'm not much of a history buff, but I do know a few little things about history. That only 50% of America supported becoming independent. Only 15%. Yeah, and only 3% actually picked up arms. A lot of times we don't think about that. That we actually fought for our freedom. And what Antifa and Black Lives Matter is doing in the last few months is terrorism.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Mm-hmm.
And the article, at least the article in Daily Breeze, if it's anything like the one that was posted on Torrance Town Hall, the Facebook group, at least it's word for word what I told Nick. He didn't change the words, at least that. And I stand by those words 100%. I really do believe that Black Lives Matter and Antifa has become a domestic terrorist organization. And right now they're actually infiltrating other countries as well. And it's a very, very dangerous, slippery slope for America if we start believing that message. Because if Black lives really truly matter to Black Lives Matter, then every Black life should matter.
Yes.
Every Black life. Not just the ones that are killed by white police officers.
Brazil sauce in that.
And everything.
That's right.
COVID-19, horrible, right? And you know, I have my different theories about that. It's a real virus, I get it. I know people that have gotten it. It's a real virus. The shutdown of American economy, that was all planned.
Mhm.
They took a situation, a horrible situation, and they've made it into, they capitalized it. And when I say they, I'm not even talking about the left. I'm talking about the globalists.
Yeah.
See, one thing we need to realize that we're fighting globalism. We're not fighting socialism or communism. This is globalism. And socialism kind of just goes hand in hand with it. The few elite in the world are really what's at play here. The few families. And what are we? We're just a bunch of tokens. We're nothing. We're just numbers. We're just numbers for them. The indoctrination that's happening in our schools. I put out a post. My gosh, you would think I said, you know, kill a teacher or something. I mean, I pointed out indoctrination. A year ago, I pointed out indoctrination in our schools. Then I also pointed out just like a few days ago indoctrination in Madrona Middle School of a teacher that had 12 of her students hold up Black Lives Matter signs, okay? Of which, one of them for sure that I know, because she happens, well, I'm not gonna say, anyways, I know for a fact that she was forced. If not, you're gonna get an F in this project. She wanted to hold up all lives matter, but she wasn't able to. She had to hold up Black Lives Matter because she said, if you hold up all lives matter, you're a racist.
Oh, man.
What is racist about everybody being equal? Seeing people as people. Do blacks have it difficult in America? Of course. But so do Asians. So do whites. We all have our difficulties. We all have our problems. When I don't pay my mortgage at home, they knock on the door and say, hey, you're 3 months behind on your mortgage. They don't say, oh, you're white, you're okay. We still have to go to work. And we still have to get harassed if we're doing something wrong by the police. And of course, look, I'm not gonna, be blind to the fact that police officers may have, and some are completely out of their mind. But overall, we have law enforcement and judicial system that works. Does it need improvement? Of course. We always have to thrive to do better.
Yes.
Always. This is not, we're in Perfectville and there's nothing wrong. There's a lot of things that are wrong. But are you going to dismantle America from the foundation up and start tearing down statues to try to erase its history for what? For what? It's because what's at play here is the foundation of America. It's what the founding fathers wanted. That's what's at play here. And this is something that's been in the works for decades, guys. This has been in the works for decades. In 1992? Okay, when Agenda 21 was voted in, they got hundreds of countries agreeing on something. That to me is a red flag to begin with. You can't get two people to agree on everything. Now they got hundreds of countries. I forgot how many, 100 and some odd countries agreed on this plan. In early 1993, you have all these organizations that pop up around the world. One of them is the South Bay COG, Councils of Government. Southern California Aggregates of Government, the SCAG. The mayor comes up to me and says, you're a conspiracy theorist. How's conspiracy? Yeah, maybe it's a conspiracy. But it's really odd that all these things fall into play in a certain timeline. And their delivery system is all the same. Page, I believe, 132 of the UN Agenda 21 says specifically that the delivery system shall be done through women's groups, churches, organizations of governments, such as councils of government. These are all the same. This is what we're working with.
The media.
The media.
They're all in.
That's the biggest university.
See, let's talk about the media real quick. Social media.
2 more minutes.
2 more minutes, I'm sorry. Social media was a complete disaster for the people that founded it, the people that actually put it together, because their agenda was to monopolize. Okay, but they forgot one thing. The true patriots will always speak up. You can't silence us. You will not silence us. And whether it's on a post that eventually probably gets down, Arthur, I think you know something about that, you know?
Yeah.
But they won't silence us, because whether we get together and speak like this, or send out an email, make phone calls, we fight for America. We truly fight for America. And what's happening in Seattle right now is a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Anyways, by the way, the numbers are 449 cases in Torrance, if you guys are wondering, of COVID-19. And of course, that's how many people got tested that actually had it. Of which 48 people unfortunately died. 42 were in senior care centers. Again, sad story, but
That's less than the percent.
I know. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I mean, the actual recorded cases are not necessarily the real cases,
Right,
because so many more people are probably infected. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
You think the businesses in Torrance are ever come back again?
Yes.
They will. Yeah, they will. We got a certain resilience here, especially in the Torrance. I mean, we're strong as a community. We're strong as a business community. And, some will fall, some will fail. But I think overall, we're going to see a huge bounce back in America in general. Because we're American. Come on, we're stronger than this. We're better than this. And, there's forces that are trying to divide us. And look at this. We have multiculturals in this room. And we may not all think exactly the same. But this is just the beauty of America in itself, that we can actually come together and, in peace and, and have discussions to make our community better. And let's face it, they can try to divide us all they want, but really in the end, it takes groups like this, multiplied by hundreds of thousands of other groups, to really bring a country together. And I think you guys are doing a fabulous job. They're doing a great job, but it takes people like you to actually heal America. And one step at a time, guys. One step at a time.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, guys.